This video will be explaining how to create an information session or office hours for a specific company. This is assuming that the company already has a profile created on Career Expedition. And so if you go over and start on events, information sessions are always listed under events. At the top you see these are a list of information sessions that have been approved, even if they've already passed, they haven't been archived yet. After they've been archived, they'll be found in here, and then pending information sessions are ones that the employer has requested but the manager has not approved yet. And so if you want to create a new information session, you just click Add New, and that'll bring up basically the form that the employer would see if they were to go to Career Expedition and try to put in an information session request or office hours. And so the top is what they see, and then I'll explain the bottom from the manager perspective in a second. Class visibility just gives the employer the opportunity to select if they want to have their event held for a specific year in the program, either first years or second years, and they can select that here, or if they select nothing, it'll go to both years. They can copy an existing one that they have if they want. But most people will just type in their company. We have a demo company set up that we can use, and we'll just click Chase Russell as the contact. Then the employer will select, or you will select, the majors that the information session is trying to reach out to, and again the years or year that they want the class to, or they want the information session to reach out to. If you're doing office hours, this is where you click office hours. It's essentially the exact same setup as an information session, just the room that you book will be a bit different. So right now we'll do an information session. If the employer gives you a description of the event, you can put it here. And then what the employer will do is we give 3 preference dates, and so they select the dates that they want to come and say they're going to come for September 23rd of next fall. They'll do that, and then they'll put 2 backup dates in case we get the request and that date is too busy to hold an information session for their company. Then they'll select a time from the drop-down menu, and right here is where they can put any events that will take place off campus that we might want to be aware of. Lots of times companies will take students to dinner or have some other meeting that we really don't have anything to do with, but it's good that we're aware of it so that we can help companies that aren't communicating with each other avoid any conflicts. They can also attach any items that they want, any documents, and then this is where the manager will come to either approve an information session request that an employer has filled out, or just actually finalize the dates. If you're doing this manually, then you can come all the way down here and select what the actual start time will be. So if you get a request for the 23rd, you'll want to go to the recruiting calendar and double check that there's no companies that are coming that evening that are recruiting for the same years or fields, or too many information sessions at the same time. Just make sure that it's a good time, and then find a room that would be appropriate for the size of information session they need, and make sure you book the room and then select it here. Then you'll click, say the 23rd did actually work for them, and you can come and select the 23rd, and you give them their time that they requested at 5:45 p.m. and then the same for the end time. 6:30. And then the date viewable here is just when students will be able to see this information session and be able to begin to RSVP for the event. And then you want to allow for RSVPs, which students will be able to sign up and say they're coming. This will help you know catering needs for the employer, and also if the room that you booked, if the RSVP starts to exceed the capacity for that room, you'll need to change the room before they get here. And most of the time employers won't have a limit on how many students they'll have. and then you'll want to approve it. If you don't approve it, then it'll go to the pending information sessions requests. If you click approve and submit, that'll completely confirm the information session request, as well as it will automatically send an automated email to the contact that you selected, confirming the date and time and location of the event. So if you get a request on your home page that an employer has submitted an information session request, the employer will have filled all of this information out. You check the room and then put in what you actually have booked for them, and then you just click approve. And then go down and click submit.